Asia, and I am here to bring you another message. Thank you guys so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes and your comments. All right, collectors, so this is going to be a general message. This may or may not resonate with everyone watching. Please be aware of any fake pages. I never reach out to anyone for any reason. So if anybody's reaching out to you, just know that's not me. All right. I'm seeing the healer of the ages and an attachment. And I do have a song that has been hunting me today. It actually started yesterday, but it's Miguel and J. Cole, All I Want Is You. So, let's see. Clear and concise messages for the collective. Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universe, and spirit guides. Clear and concise messages for the collective. Any evil eye, dark magic, spell work that is sent to harm me or my collective, may it be returned to sender, Ashe and amen. I keep seeing that deceit energy. I'm seeing victory. I'm seeing a journey. All right, let's see. What does the collective need to know? Messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know? Whoa, dang. All right. We got Goddess and the Moon. Whoever I'm picking up on, you are very intuitive. You are very, very intuitive. We got Archangel Raphael with the heart chakra. The mantra is, I love. We got patience. Archangel Ariel is here with the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is located where your reproductive organs are, and the mantra is, I want. So this is all about your passions, your desires, your dreams, and the ability to be resourceful and resilient. I am seeing a thinking woman, and I'm also seeing a community. Okay, somebody here could be 52, somebody here could be 38. Somebody here could be born on the 16th of a month. Somebody could be 36. I'm also seeing the number 7. You could be born in July, or you could be a life path 7. You could be born on the 7th. I'm also seeing 47. All right, collective. So whoever I'm picking up on, you're very intuitive. Okay. Archangel Raphael is here. Archangel Raphael usually comes out when there's some healing involved. So you could be telling me that you're recovering, you're healing in some way, or you're just a bringer of love. I'm also seeing patience here. So you could be healing. This could be taking some time. I'm feeling like over the winter season, you could have done a lot of healing over that period. I'm getting isolation. And Archangel Ariel is here to support your dreams or to help you bounce back. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You got a lot of ideas, or you're just in this creative mindset. There's something about your thoughts. Somebody here, you could be reading a lot. You could be doing a lot of studying. And I also have a community here. Now, I don't know if this community is supportive of you or if this is a community of people that don't like you. I don't know. Hey, Missy. Maisie, I'm sorry. Clear and concise messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know? What's this Goddess of the Moon? Somebody here, you're very intuitive. You're tapped into your higher self. We got a full moon coming up. What's that full moon in Libra? I think it's in Libra. Coming up on the 12th or the 13th. What's Goddess of the Moon? 10 of Cups in the reverse. The Devil. The Chariot. Okay, we got Capricorn, Cancer energy. Capricorn and Cancers are opposite polaric signs. What I mean by that is like they share the same type of energy, but they do things different. When it comes to like security, safety, stability, they have this like driven energy. But they just go about it in different ways. Anyway, something about you not feeling satisfied emotionally. This could also represent a toxic attachment. This Ten of Cups in the reverse, I am seeing the devil energy. So somebody here didn't feel at peace or content with how things were. And I see with the Chariot, somebody's making a decision. These two horses represent a choice or a decision. To move forward, to change your circumstances. You could be being led intuitively to make this decision because you're not where you want to be in life, or you're not content with a certain connection. What's the what's this devil energy? Why is the devil here? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there could be a lack of understanding. What else? A lack of clarity. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. You don't have to be a fire sign, and you could be a man in this energy. I just feel like whoever I'm picking up on, you are resilient. You're bouncing back. Go back to this Archangel Ariel, the sacral chakra. I just feel like there's something about you. You're taking some sort of action because I feel like you're not content with something. So as the Queen of Wands, I feel like nothing gets in the Queen of Wands' way. The Queen of Wands is very passionate, very driven, goal-oriented. She gets what she wants, or he, put it however it resonates. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very resilient. Why is the Queen of Wands bouncing back? Because I feel like there's a lack of understanding or a lack of clarity. But why? I got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. You could be pulling yourself out of something, a situation that you could have felt stuck, trapped. There was stagnancy, delays. I'm seeing the moon here, major arcana for Pisces in the reverse. Something is being revealed to you. There's an awakening happening here. Either somebody here, you're having an awakening, or this is a dark night of the soul. Same thing. Same thing. I just feel like you're awakening to something. You could be awakening to your own ability to provide happiness for yourself. I just, hold on. My phone just dinged. That's confirmation. Okay. What's Archangel Raphael's part here? Because I feel like Archangel Raphael is with you when it comes to healing, when it comes to matters of the heart. You could be doing a lot of work to love on yourself. What's this? The Empress in the reverse. Taurus, Libra energy. So there's something about you possibly not feeling like yourself, not feeling... It's almost like you could be too hard on yourself, or you just don't believe in yourself, or I don't know. What else? The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. What was that? The Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I just feel like you're doing the necessary work to pull yourself out of this. So I got the Empress in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like the way that you think. It's one-sided. And I feel like the focus could have been on, I don't know, self-sabotaging thoughts. Swords represent thoughts. And I feel like with these 10 swords in the back, this could be this could be an analogy about like self-sabotaging, the way that you be hard on yourself. That makes sense. You're not giving yourself enough credit. So Archangel Raphael is here to reinforce your heart, the way that you love yourself. Because I feel like you're doing something to turn this energy around. I've said this before. I could be talking to an alchemist. You're alchemizing your pain into something powerful. What is patience? This is taking some time. Patience. Investment. Seven of Pentacles. So you're investing in yourself. You're putting in this work. The Two of Wands just came out in the reverse. And the Five of Swords. I feel like over time, the way that you're investing, what you're investing in, what are you investing in? What have you been investing in? What have you been putting all of your effort, time, resources into? It could be things outside of yourself and not necessarily investing in yourself. That makes sense. The Two of Wands is here, and I feel like the Two of Wands is representing indecisiveness or being at a crossroads, and I got the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is obstacles, things that have come to block you, or challenges, feeling defeated. What's this Two of Wands? Why is the Two of Wands here? The Star, giving up too easy. There's something about wanting to give up. Lack of hope, a lack of faith. There's a lack of faith. Aquarius energy. Could be a lack of trust too. I don't know why I'm getting this. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You are starting to awaken to the truth about something. The truth is, these are toxic beliefs. Go back to the devil energy. These are toxic beliefs that somebody here has adopted. And this is why you feel like you're not happy, or you know, you're not where you want to be in life, because of these toxic beliefs. They got to go. They got to go. What else for this what else for this Two of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles talks about a lack mentality. Feeling unworthy or feeling like you're not enough. This could be wounds, old wounds that are coming up to the surface. Somebody here is going through shadow work. This feels like shadow work. There are old wounds that are coming up to the surface, and it's like you can no longer repress them or run away from them. They right there. The Five of Pentacles could also represent abandonment and rejection. So you're having to deal with abandonment, rejection wounds. They have something to do with this devil energy, this toxicity, why did I just hear, I think I can, I think I can. I don't know why I just heard that. But anyway, we got Archangel Ariel with the sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra, like I said, the mantra is, I can. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's solar plexus. The sacral chakra is the mantra, I want. I want. And it goes along with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands gets what he or she wants. The Queen of Wands doesn't let anything get in his or her way. So what is this? Why is Archangel Ariel here? Archangel Ariel is here to support you. To support you when it comes to what it is that you really want. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to say this. I don't know why I heard it, but I just heard, I don't want to be a player no more. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is like a emotionally unavailable person who could be a player. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that, though. I don't feel like I'm talking to a player. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here who, it's like you freely give away your love. You're somebody that has a lot of love to give, or you're just, you're very sentimental. You love the idea of love. But there's something about maybe not having boundaries. What else? Not having boundaries. Yeah, and a karmic cycle that keeps repeating. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Sagittarian energy. Somebody here is going through a dark night of the shadow. Somebody here is going through doing shadow work. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about joy and stability, like within. Feeling harmonious, feeling at peace, feeling like you have happiness within. Peace, everyone. So, collective, I could be talking to somebody here. You're going through a shadow period. There is a lot of things that have been repressed emotionally that are coming up to the surface for you to re-examine. It could be Mercury retrograde has something to do with it, or Venus in retrograde has something to do with it. Because I know we're just at the end of these retrograde periods, but, or it could be this full moon that's coming up. But shoot, today is what, the 8th? I don't know. It's something about the current energy. You're being encouraged to focus on your shadow. And that's what I'm seeing. What's this thinking woman? Why is the thinking woman here? Justice. Justice. Libra energy. There's something about the sword of truth, clarity, and then there's scales, balance. So the sword of truth, the truth is setting someone free, or the truth is making someone free. In order to balance their energy out, what else? The Page of Wands in the reverse. I didn't mean for that card to come out. The Page of Wands in the reverse. It's like somebody here keeps giving up too easily on what it is that they're working. Like, this is the type of energy where it's like you're working on something, but then when you don't see the results, you get frustrated and you stop, or you don't finish what you start. That makes sense? And the Four of Swords. And not being able to find peace, not being able to rest. I just keep seeing this Eight of Swords in the reverse. You are pulling yourself out of something here. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords too. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's the Sword of Truth. Somebody here, it's like you're cutting out things that don't serve. Beliefs. You're cutting out certain beliefs that no longer serve you. Why is community here? Is this a community of people that's supportive of you, or is this... Something tells me it is, but let's see. Even if it's not, you know, in the physical, it could be in spiritually. Like you have your spirit team, your ancestors, your spirit guides. What's this community? The Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Page of Cups. And the King of Cups. The Ace of Cups in reverse is a need for someone to practice more self-love and self-care. It's time for you to nurture yourself. The Page of Cups could be about forgiveness. Yeah. So somebody from the community wants you to give them love or forgive them. Because I'm seeing the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. They don't have to be a water sign, but somebody here loves you. Okay, where the hell is this going? Where is this going? Who is this King of Cups? Who is the King of Cups? You and this person are not getting along. I got the Sun. Leo energy could be significant in the reverse. This is somebody that you're not getting along with. There's disharmony. So this person wants you to forgive them. I don't know why that's coming up here. You could have children with this person. Yeah, there used to be drama, but I feel like the drama has ceased. It stopped. Or you've stopped fighting with this King of Cups. You're no longer allowing this King of Cups to bring drama your way. Or what else? What's this? Or this could be you, collective. The Magician. Something about you pulling back your control or power. It feels like you need to show yourself more love. This is, yeah. Okay, so the King of Cups could still be your energy. Who is this King of Cups? The Hierophant. This could be somebody outside of you. This could be somebody that loves you. I just feel like there's disharmony between you and this King of Cups. The Hierophant in the reverse. This could be a contract, a soul contract, or a marriage. There's disharmony between you and this person. So I don't know, maybe the relationship that you got with the King of Cups could have set everything off as far as the shadow work. Because I see shadow work here. I see somebody here doing something about toxic beliefs that they've held on to. They're cutting them out, or they're freeing themselves from this. Let's see. Clear and concise message. I'm a Cancer. My husband is Aquarius. I'm happy now without him. Clear and concise message. Yeah, I'm seeing the past. Maybe this connection with this, whoever this King of Cups energy is making the past resurface. Because I do see you healing, recovering. Synchronicity. Transformation. So there's something about time. You could be seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers. Or there's a lot of synchronistic events happening, like deja vu, or you could be having really, really vivid dreams. There's something about synchronicity. Hold on. Why is synchronicity coming out here? Divine timing. It says divine timing is unfolding. Events now have a purpose. You are in the right place at the right time. Everything happens for a reason. And I got transformation. What's this transformation? Somebody here, you have Dobermans. There's something about Dobermans. Somebody likes Doberman pinchers. I grew up with a Doberman. She used to bite me. When she got tired of my shit, she would bite me. All right, let's see. Transformation. You can do this. Dig deeper. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody here is doing some shadow work. You're learning about your powers. You've got power. This is a soul test. Yes, this is a collective reading. Okay, so I'm picking up on somebody here. Something is being brought up to the surface for you to re-examine. It could be as a result of a relationship, a connection with somebody that loves you. You love this person, but I don't know, there's disharmony between you and this person. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups in the reverse. You poured into this person, but now I feel like Spirit wants you to pour into yourself. Spirit wants you to pour into yourself. Because I feel like whoever I'm picking up on, you're not content with where you are in your life. You're not happy with things. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're now ready to do something about it. You're now in this position where you're ready to take action. That's what I'm seeing. All right, what else? Clear and concise message for the collective. Yes, Leo. Dreamed of him. That's right. Let's see. Clear and concise message for the collective. And I feel like this is taking some time. It's taking time. Archangel Raphael is here to support you, and Archangel Ariel is here when it comes to what is it that you really want. What do you want to see yourself become? Because I feel like there's transformation taking place. Okay, believe just came out. Communicate. Protect. And create. Bottom of the deck, I got stillness. Somebody here could be a Aquarius, or you could have Aquarius in your chart. Yeah, it's like you have, I don't know if things have just been at a standstill right now. Spirit wants you to slow down. That's funny. Spirit wants you to slow down. I thought I saw, yeah, okay. I did see something that talked about that. I got this card that says do nothing. There's something about you having to slow down. And look, right underneath that says process your feelings. To release blockages. And there's communicate again. So communicate is showing up here twice. I feel like this communicate energy is spirit speaking to you. This is why you have to slow down, because God is speaking. Okay. All right. So believe. I feel like this has a lot to do with your beliefs. And the thing about it is we are in the North Node in Pisces. Our North Node as a collective is in Pisces. And what that means is a lot of us are re-examining our beliefs. Because Pisces is a very spiritual sign. It represents religion. That's why when you see bumper stickers on the back of people's cars, there's the fish. There's something about your belief. You're re-examining a lot of beliefs about yourself. Not necessarily religion, but about yourself. That's what I'm getting. What is this? This is a jackalope. They call this animal a jackalope. The opposite of Pisces is Virgo. So there's some Virgo themes. I feel like perfectionism, organization are some of the themes that are coming up as well. So we're in the North Node in Pisces for the next, what, 18 months? Something about 18 months. Right? Because it switches every 18 months. We just came out of the North Node in, was it Aries? And Libra. South Node in Libra. So now we're in North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. I don't know. It could have something to do with that, fam. Anyway, what's this jackalope energy? It says this card represents belief and appreciation of the unknown. The jackalope reminds us that many unbelievable stories begin with fact, and to appreciate magic in our everyday. This card encourages unique perspective and eccentricity, and is a symbol of powerful creativity. Didn't we see creativity? The spider energy. It carries the message to believe in yourself and know that there are forces within you that have yet to be seen or believed by others. So again, I just feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're doing shadow work. That's what it feels like. So maybe you and another person are not on the same page right now because Spirit doesn't want you distracted. Yeah, communicate. It's like God is speaking to you. Because the way that I'm looking at this bat energy, bats, they send out and they receive like that, what is it? Sonar communication or something like that. It's like they can hear it, but we can't, right? Something like that, fam. Hold on, let me see what the hell. Why is bat here? This message is going to be deep, fam, because I mean, sometimes I be channeling. It says this card symbolizes the connection to the invisible. as well as connection to the world around us. This card might encourage you to talk through your problems, even if they seem insurmountable. This card reminds you to express yourself and find your voice. It may also urge you to acknowledge the hidden messages that have been troubling you. It just feels like, yeah, frequency. It just feels like whoever I'm speaking for, you are you're being divinely led. And at this time, I guess God didn't want you to be distracted with anything else while you try to figure some things out here. Because I feel like there's some things that you gotta dismantle. There's certain beliefs that you've adopted that you gotta dismantle. You're making room for new beliefs, so you're making room for the new. I'm seeing protect. Okay, so when I think about these beliefs, I'm thinking about like anything that you've adopted that at the time you needed, maybe coping skills, you needed these things to protect you. Like say for instance, when you were a child, maybe you had a narcissistic parent and there were certain things that you would put your mind into, you would go certain places to protect yourself, where you don't need that anymore because you're not a child. Does that make sense? Like, oh Lord, my phone about to die. Hold on, fam. So I feel like you're getting rid of unnecessary belief systems. You don't need them anymore. I hope that's making sense. I hope that's making sense. Somebody here was born in 72. Yeah, you've protected yourself. Because that's what we do. We cope. We find ways to cope. You know, they're not always healthy ways. Like people who, you know, they cope using substances because they're suffering from anxiety or depression. We all know that that's not necessarily the most healthiest way to cope, but as a human being, you're trying to escape the terror of it all. So, you know, drinking or using drugs, sometimes that helps you. But at some point, it's like it becomes destructive or it becomes addictive or it gets in the way. That makes sense? I just feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're doing shadow work and you're removing things that no longer serve your highest needs. And now you're making space for new things. And then we got create. Yeah. So that you can create new beliefs about yourself and who you want to be. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're not happy with the way things are. You're not happy with your circumstances and you're not accepting them. You're changing them. You're actively trying to change them. And whether you think you're not doing this, you are, like by processing things, or just spending time in isolation, or what's this create energy? Yeah, because like, okay, it says the create card represents creativity and weaving one's imagination into being. By weaving our individual stories into words, magic, excuse me, I said magic, I didn't mean to say that, but nothing is by happenstance. By weaving our individual stories into words, music, dance, art, or any creation of our own making, we craft a web of ourself or others to view. The spider card urges you to use your creativity and vision to explore your inner self and express it honestly. So whatever's happening here, I feel like you're getting ready to express yourself in this authentic way. You're carving away anything of false illusions, or I don't know how to put this, fam. I hope this is making sense, but I just feel like, and not only that, you're creating new beliefs, but I also feel like I'm talking to a creative person. Somebody here, you have a lot of creative ideas. Your imagination is amazing. Like you could be inspired to do some things that have never been done before, but these old beliefs get in the way. These old beliefs stunt your growth, or They prevent you from stepping outside of your comfort zone. That's what I'm getting. I wasn't expecting this to be the message. So, but it's necessary. It's necessary for you to like make room, because it's time for a new beginning. It's time for you to live your life to the fullest. Be yourself authentically. You know, you don't have to protect certain aspects of yourself anymore, because I don't know, old fears or old presumed fears are no longer present. Let's see, clear and concise message. So even as it pertains to love, like I feel like somebody here, you're not going to overgive of yourself when it comes to love, because you are enough. You recognize that you are enough. And, you know, maybe in the past you didn't have good boundaries. You didn't have healthy boundaries and people took advantage of you. But I feel like it has something to do, too, with the abandonment and the rejection that you experienced from your past. You don't want people to abandon you. You don't want anybody to reject you. You want people to love you for who you truly are. But the way in which you went about it in the past wasn't healthy, because people just took advantage of you. So I feel like now that you're carving away all of those old mindsets about overgiving, now you can create new beliefs surrounding love. Thank you. Clear and concise message. I hope this is making sense. Yeah, I just saw round and round. Something kept repeating. And I think we saw the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse also speaks of a karmic cycle repeating. So instead of allowing something to continue to repeat, I feel like you're taking the time to examine it, so it doesn't keep happening, or you don't have to keep repeating a toxic cycle. I just feel like you're making this decision. Nobody's guiding you to do this. This is something that you're being divinely encouraged to do. That's what it feels like, because the very first card that came out in this reading is the Goddess or the God of the Moon. I just feel like this is your intuition, right? It has everything to do with your instincts. You don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You don't need any outside approval, opinions. You don't need nobody to tell you when it's time. Like, I just feel like you know. You just know. Wow, that's the cover of the book too. This is the energy oracle cards that I'm using. But I just feel like you know. You already know. Yeah, it says intuition. Intuition, going within. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insight from your soul's point of view. Receiving this card tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues. And now is the time to use it. The Goddess of the Moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. Yeah, look, it says, for instance, you could get an urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. So it's like you're unlocking, you know, hidden treasures within yourself. This is cool. This is pretty cool. Let me see. I keep seeing community. I feel like this is your spirit team. I don't know why I'm getting that. But like you have spirit guides, or you have ancestors that walk with you. Or it could be that kind of like serendipity energy, where like you'll be somewhere and somebody will say something and it'll just unlock some insight. You know, they could walk away and then you think about it and be like, damn, I needed to hear that. Or something like that, fam. What they say, God works in mysterious ways. Maybe this person, maybe this connection with this person, this King of Cup energy, is helping to unlock some things here. I don't know. I personally believe that relationships are reflections. You know, we meet people in our lives, then they reflect things to us. They show us things that we need to see or things that we need to learn about ourselves. And we do that for other people, right? Yeah, there's something about this soulmate energy or this soulmate connection. It's a teacher. It's like a soul contract. I also have time to go. It's time to move forward. It's time to move out of one cycle and into another. I feel like you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. I was getting that earlier too when I was getting dressed. I was thinking about the analogy of being pushed out of your comfort zone or being pushed out of the nest. You know, like God is pushing you out of your comfort zone. You don't have a choice. You don't have an option. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm looking at this time to go card, and it's represented by the number 45. 4 and 5 is 9. We are in a 9-year. 9 is completion. So you're completing out old cycles. And look, no place like home. No place like home is about you being in your true, authentic energy. You're no longer having to wear masks. You're no longer having to dim your light. You're no longer having to pretend like you're somebody that you're not, or doing the most in order to get attention from other people. I don't know how to put that, because there's something about abandonment and rejection. You're intolerant to that, or you're building up an immunity to it. But you're entering this, oh gosh, yes, to be fair, justice. Justice is being served. We just saw that energy. Justice is showing up here twice. So it's something about the truth making you free. Anyway, back to this authentic energy, this authenticity. It's like you don't have to pretend to be someone in order for other people to accept you, like you, love you. What's this? Somebody here could be 50. Authenticity. It says home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create. A place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head up high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as an observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like there's a lot of shadow work happening here. And this is, like I said, it's removing old beliefs that no longer serve you. And it's making way for your true, authentic self to be expressed. The divine don't blow up, we glow up. I like that. I like that analogy. Okay, so I told you, okay. Earlier I was saying there's this song, but I don't know. The past could still want to hold on to you, collective. I don't want to talk about the past. I want to talk about moving forward. Anyway, like I said, you could be seeing synchronistic numbers, or there's just a lot of synchronistic events happening. You could be experiencing a lot of deja vu. What else? What else does the collective need to know? Let's see. Clear and concise message. There's an ending of some sort of like distraction in the last cycle. There was a lot of distractions. Clear and concise message. Yeah, look, transformation. I got luck and favor. You got luck and favor on your side. Unlimited potential. Somebody here could be 43. Emotional stability. And messages. Spirit speaking to you. That's what we were seeing with this communicate energy. Hold on, fam. Okay, butterfly still wants to show itself. And look, you're being divinely guided. That's what I was saying earlier in this message with the goddess of the moon. I just feel like you're being divinely inspired to do this. You just know what to do. There's no, like, nobody outside of you that's telling you to do this. You just know. Somebody here could be 33. You could be a life path 33. You could be a life path 22. I just feel like you're being divinely guided. You're receiving messages from spirit. You could be seeing feathers. You could be seeing certain spirit animals. I don't know. You know how spirit speaks to you, basically. And I just feel like whatever this is, it's like a sigh of relief. Something about this, you're removing heavy weight baggage that's been holding you down or making you feel oppressed. Because I get emotional stability coming out here. A lot of emotional stability. It feels good to be yourself. It feels good to be true and authentic to yourself and not having to be fake or pretend like you're somebody else in order for other people to be comfortable around you. Okay. Yes, this is a collective reading. So, what's this unlimited potential? I really like this. Why is unlimited potential coming out here? This is the energy that you're stepping into. You're believing that you have unlimited potential. It says the possibilities are endless. Dream big. Set challenging goals and break through any barriers, real or imagined. Anything is possible, so release any self-imposed limitations. Yeah, exactly. That's what I kept seeing with the 8 of Swords in the reverse. I just felt like somebody here is breaking free of the limits that they put themselves in. Does that make sense? Like, I don't see it anymore, but it was the 8 of Swords in the reverse. It kept showing up at the bottom of my deck. Anyway, I'm surprised it didn't come out. But I just feel like the way you held yourself back. Remember this card kept showing itself. I just feel like you are coming out of these limitations. It's like breaking free of patterning. You're breaking free of generational patterning. It says, if you are doubting your own ability, now is the time to believe in your potential. Whatever ideas you have can now grow. This card is also a reminder to resist settling for less. It might appear easier, but you are destined for more. So keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody here, you're pulling back control. You're taking back control, and you're in this place where you're fighting back. You're bouncing back as the Queen of Wands energy. And it's time to create. So instead of accepting that I'm not happy with where my life is, I'm not, you know, I'm not content, you're doing something about it. You're doing something about it, fam. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, you're being divinely inspired to do this. You just know exactly what to do. Nobody has to prompt you. Nobody has to give you permission. You just know. I could be talking to a Libra. Ashe. You could be talking, you could be a Libra. What's this? Yeah, you're breaking free of illusions. I'm getting tongue-tied. Taking notice of inconsistencies and looking deeper into situations. And seeing how things are not how they seem on the outside. The heart. We did have Archangel Raphael come out here with the heart chakra, but I'm seeing the heart. Yeah, it says the energy of love surrounds you. Open your heart and you will attract whatever your heart desires. So you do have the support from Archangel Raphael for healing. And it's funny, it says you will attract whatever your heart desires. And we have Archangel Ariel, who deals with the sacral chakra, which is all about your desires. So you got two divine angels supporting you when it comes to your heart's desires. Literally. Hidden enemies just came out. Be aware of your environment. There are people who selfishly motivate. There are people who are selfishly motivated in your life and are not your friends. This could be a part of the illusions. Wow, this card wanted to be seen. It says new energy. Have faith in new beginnings. Yeah, we talked about faith. I was talking about that earlier. I was like, somebody here, you were lacking faith. Anyway, it says, have faith in new beginnings as this new exciting chapter unfolds. Make sure to close the door on the past. Yeah, it's exactly what you're doing. Not only are you breaking free of patterns, but I also feel like you're closing out a chapter. It's all 9 energy. The year of the 9. Completion. Somebody here, you're closing out some major cycles in your life. Yeah, these obstacles. Things that were getting in your way. You got hidden enemies who create obstacles. Inner goddess. Somebody here, you're tapping into your divine feminine energy. And it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. This is the creative side of you, the creativity. The inner goddess. What else? Dang. Clarity. It says if you think through it and act wisely, you can come out on top. Use your mental power to navigate this path. We did see the Queen of Swords. What's this? Ask the cards. Something has come full circle in your life. The lessons, the obstacles, the illusions, they've come full circle in your life. It says sometimes the universe brings you full circle to a place you have been before to finish unfinished business. Yeah, it's like when we're talking about this this karmic cycle that keeps repeating. Anyway, I got happiness and divine timing. We've talked about that too. It says you're entering a period of happiness and fulfillment in your life. Nothing will stand in your way. That's the Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands doesn't let anything stop them. Wait for the conditions to be right. What it is that you're wanting and needing in your life will soon manifest. Everything happens in divine timing and divine order. Yeah, I feel like you've been in solitude. I'm talking to somebody here. You've been spending a lot of time in solitude. And if it's not literally being in solitude, you're at least going deeper within your mind. Like you don't have time to be distracted, or you're just taking a real deep look at life as a whole. That's your priority. So that's what I'm seeing, collective. I was not expecting this for a reading, but that's the message. Clear and concise message. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving forward. I just saw unconscious games. Something about justice being served when it comes to unconscious games. I feel like that's illusions. And then I saw there's always a way. There's always a way. I don't even feel like I want to use this deck. I really don't. Oops. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the positive feedback, guys, because I've been noticing it. Let me get one more card. I saw a card that said creativity. Ooh, okay, Yemaya. It says awakening. Surrender. Surrender. The number 44 could be significant. Somebody could be 44. Yeah, it's like you're spending a lot of time letting things go. That's what it feels like. Let it all go. Say aloud, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God, Goddess has your back. Have faith. There's that word again, faith. Have faith in where you are in this moment. The declaration is everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. There's perfect timing again too. So that has been your message, collective. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. I appreciate everybody who's been here with the positive energy. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, fam, because I feel like you're in alignment. You're right where you're supposed to be. You're on the right track. So you're welcome. All right, fam. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Be safe. Peace.